Hello, everyone. I'm Jean-Claude BeyondMystic, and welcome to tonight's edition of the Divine Feminine Oracle Show. Topics for tonight: Jupiter and Aries. What a blessing. Okay. And what does that mean for you? Stay tuned. You'll find out. But first, please join me in welcoming my co host for this evening. Of course, you can find her at Maison Jupiter. Happy holidays, Julie. Happy holidays. How are you?
Good. I'm very good. Yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Of course, guys, you can find Julie also here at BeyondMystic.Academy and also on her YouTube channel at Maison Jupiter. Julie, a lot of cool stuff. Energetic shifts are happening. I'm kind of excited
Yeah.
for this show. And at the same time, we're seeing a lot of weird things in the real world happening where we're seeing the masks fall off of a lot of people, and people are just realizing, perhaps that wasn't as I perceived. I say that with a little bit of hint of funniness. It's not funny, but at the same time, I'm debating on whether or not we're going to touch this subject tonight. But at the
I'm
very
sure a
least,
lot of people are going to guess already where you're talking about it.
okay, very good. Speaking of the people, thank you so much to the people in the live chat tonight. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you for being here. Let us know where you're watching the show from. I always love to see that interaction at the beginning of the show. While I do that, Julie, how were the last couple of days for you? How was the weekend? What's going on?
Well, first of all, I'm just going to say that Sophie is feeling sick today, unfortunately. So let's just send her great vibes so she can recover as fast as possible. And well, I'm feeling the shift myself in a positive way, a very positive way. I feel like the full moon has been a bit hard on me. Full moon conjunct Mars was a bit of hectic energy, and now I feel like I'm on top of my game. Well, back at it again today. So I'm feeling this shift very much, and that's what we're going to talk about today, because Jupiter right now is at the very, very last degree of the zodiac, so 29 degrees of Pisces.
Mhm.
So when we're in, it's let's say it's just the space before birth. It's the void before creation, because we're starting a whole new 12-year cycle when Jupiter enters the first sign of the zodiac, Aries. So we're all in that space of, let's say, creation, connection to our higher self, spirituality, sometimes a lot of endings also. But I feel like it's, let's say, an overlapping of the end of a cycle, but also we're feeling the beginning of a new one. So I'm feeling that myself. I'm feeling more optimistic for things to come. And I feel like I can already manifest um, or visualize what I'm hoping to create in my future.
Okay, I agree with you, and I'm feeling the same way to the extent that I'm excited about the future. I'm looking at 2023. I'm looking back on 2022. Okay, big year. You and I accomplished a lot here on the show, and of course on Maison Jupiter as well. And I'm looking forward to 2023 and what abundance can come from that as well, because we have such an amazing community. We have all of these amazing ideas and projects to put forward, and so far everything we've put out in universe has come back a hundredfold. So it's like I'm really excited. At the same time, not a but at the same time, I'm also hearing all of these truthers in the last couple of days saying, "Oh my God, it's go time! It's about
Yeah.
to blow." So on one hand, we have some of the predictive linguistics talking about today, December 13. We have Bo Polney coming out also talking about maybe around the 18th or the 20th of December, and a bunch of other truthers saying that yeah, we're in that time frame right now where all hell could break loose now. So as much as I'm excited and have all of these amazing plans to grow this community and make it even stronger than it is, I'm kind of trepidatious about what these energies are for go time, and how perhaps universe can maybe divert some of our enthusiasms and plans. At the same time, it could absolutely increase and support what I want to do next year. What are your thoughts on dealing with these two polarities, Julie?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking, what if, let's say, it's kind of a karmic justice coming back? So let's say people who have done a lot of bad stuff in the past are getting the karmic rewards for what they've done in the past. Like, let's say, public figures, politicians, the higher ups that have done bad deeds. So let's say I'm thinking that's going to be more of a karmic justice for them. So it might be hard on them. and maybe easier on the people that are have been striving to become a better person every day. But of course, I hear what you're saying, because let's say this structure we're living in is collapsing, we're going to feel the consequences in our day-to-day lives, of course. But I feel like a lot is going to happen on the world stage, because when Jupiter enters Aries, it's what we call in astrology the world axis. And Pluto is in the very last degrees of Capricorn right now, which is also the world axis for the elites. So, and Jupiter represents also justice, so lawsuits, court cases. So I feel like we're going to see a lot of those on the front stage very soon. So Jupiter enters Aries on December 20th, and it's going to stay there until May of next year.
Okay. Well, we'll get into the astrology in a second. I'll bring up the slides you prepared for the show tonight. Amy Harris, Miramichi. C'est où ça? Where's Miramichi?
Quebec. Is it Quebec or?
Well, it's in the province of Quebec, but or wait, is that New Brunswick?
Yeah, I think it's New Brunswick. You're right. Yeah, this is New Brunswick.
It's New Brunswick, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Amy, New Brunswick. Okay.
Hi, Amy.
So I've been to New Brunswick a couple of years ago, like almost 20 years ago now. And so when I saw Miramichi, I said, "Oh, I was there." But when was I there? So I'm trying to remember.
Because I heard this city so much, because I know the government in Quebec was outsourcing to Miramichi, New Brunswick, a lot of government departments.
Oh, including CRA, maybe. Was it CRA or the firearms thing? Is that in Miramichi? I think
there's a couple ones.
Yeah. Okay. Sending love to Sophie. Yeah, we hope that she feels better soon. Thank you so much, everyone, for all your heartfelt wishes. Going back to what you're saying, like I'm with you on that, and I know that I have that feeling too. That listen, if you've been working hard and sowing positivity, that will come back to you. And if you've been, as you say here, working on the dark side, you might have some karmic justice coming your way. Now, that karmic justice, though, might affect a lot of the structures upon which you and I guess, use to do the work that we do. So that's a little bit concerning, but like everything else, I mean, we'll go with the flow. It's not the first time that we get a Patreon deleted or a YouTube deleted or a PayPal issue. We roll with the punches here at BeyondMystic and Maison. So I hope you guys in the live chat are the same way, and you're listening to what we're saying here now too. Just like, yes, make those plans, for that new earth that you want to create, for those dreams that you want to create and manifest for yourself. But stay flexible enough to understand here that things might not be the way they are now in a week from now or in a month from now. So the things that you take for granted now might not be there. So you might have to be flexible and changing a little bit of your mindset still to accommodate those same goals, but to, be nimble enough here, I guess, to adapt. I think we're going to be asked to adapt here probably quickly and repetitively here, I think, as we move forward. If you guys agree with that, let me know in the chat what you guys think. It's a tough conundrum to be in. Like, there's that positivity, but also understanding that a lot of things around us are crashing at the same time. So Stardust says, I would be interested to hear JC interview SGI Anon. Oh, that could be cool. Yeah. That's one of the things here too for 2023. I want to get it back into interviewing a lot of people. I used to love doing that. I have so many books in front of me already that I bought this year that I need to read before I can interview the people who wrote the books. And I don't have time. And so I'm trying to delegate a little bit more of the work here in the background of BeyondMystic, so I can go back to reading books and interviewing new people on the show. So thank you.
Me too. That's one of my goals for 2023. I want to read books. I want to have time to create content more. Yeah.
Awesome. I just got one today. Where did Sarah put it? Oh, I'll see if I can get it later and I'll show you. Is a gentleman that Jay Widener interviewed last week. And I said, that was so interested. So I decided to buy his book. Speaking of that, who was it? Shoot, I forget.
But if I can just, I just remember something I wanted to say about.
Brad Olson. Brad Olson sent me an email, so we're going to try to set up an interview with him. He's the author of Beyond Esoteric, so I'm really excited to have Brad Olson on. So probably for January here. So, anyways, go on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But
Interesting title. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I was just gonna say that Jupiter in the very last degree of Pisces is also the shattering of the illusions. So Pisces, it has a wonderful spiritual energy to this sign, to this archetype. It's very floating. It's very off-world. It's very spiritual, but also, let's say, the lower end of this energy could be being in illusions, living in illusions, not seeing the truth for what it is. So when Jupiter is preparing to move out of Pisces and entering Aries, it's leaving, let's say, this spiritual dimension to go back into the tangible world. So a lot of people that have been living in some sort of illusions are going to be faced with reality. I feel like all of us are going to be facing reality in different type of ways when Jupiter enters Aries, because it's a very physical and tangible sign of manifestation through the physical world. And Pisces is visualization of what you want to create in the spiritual realm. So very different energies that we're about to bridge very soon in the coming days.
Yeah, very good. Lorianne says, so true, JC. So many balls in the air. Plates in the air? What's the expression? Plates or balls?
I'm the word for expression, even in French. So don't ask me.
Balls in the air, like juggling. Oh yeah, juggling. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It all makes sense to me. Balls, plates.
Valley Smith, Jean-Claude, why are you always asking for monetary aid? Am I always asking for monetary aid? Usually?
I didn't get that. No.
No? Okay. I don't remember saying anything tonight. On that note, the PayPal tip jar is available to you guys. Thank you, Valley, for reminding me. But Valley, do you always ask every 2 weeks to get your paycheck for the work that you do? I'm assuming you do. You got to get paid for the work that you do. We all do. It's an exchange of energy. And of course, here we're demonetized on the channel. We've been deleted a couple of times. And we work very hard to put all of this content for you guys. And so sometimes, I have to ask. And those who can, and those who cannot, it's okay too. But you guys can like this and subscribe to the channel. That doesn't cost anything. Appreciate that.
And I think we were talking about abundance in general. And let's remind everybody that abundance could be an abundance of many things, not just money, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love it. Ascension Organites. Hey, oh, yes. Okay, speaking of abundance, let's create some abundance here with some amazing Organite pyramids here from Carla. Carla has a really cool special for you guys here for the holidays. Let me see if I can bring up this new video we just posted here before the show. And let's see what Carla has in store for all of you amazing viewers here on BeyondMystic.
Hi, everyone. I'm Carla from Ascension Organites. I hope you're doing well. Happy holidays. I wanted to come in here really quickly and let you know that I'm running a sale for Christmas. So for a limited time until Christmas Eve day, so December 24th, all the pyramids, the entire website will be 15% off when you use coupon code HOLIDAY22. We also have a little contest for you. So I teamed up with Elena from Yoga Elena Candles. So out of everybody that purchases from my store from now until the 24th, they will be automatically entered into a contest to win a free candle. The candle that you'll be winning will be the magic candle. It is amazing. It's one of my favorites. I burn it every single day. So again, use coupon code HOLIDAY22 and get 15% off anything on the website from now until December 24th. I wanted to also wish you the happiest of holidays, Happy New Year if I don't see you before then. And thank you very much for all the support like always, and much love to each and every one of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Hi.
Thank you so much, Carla. Guys, if you want to get a hold of those amazing creations with this special, just went online here tonight before we went live. You can do that at ascensionorganites.com. And what was that coupon code again? Holiday22, 50% off across the board. Thank you so much, Carla. And I have to say, you look really good in red velvet. It looks very, very Christmassy in your home. I love it. It feels warm and cozy. All right.
I prepared a lot of gifts with the help of Carla this holiday season. So thank you, Carla, for all the amazing pyramids that you made for me. Thank you.
Okay. Awesome. And Carla, do we have a pyramid for tonight? Did she send us a pyramid?
I think she did.
I think it's possible through all the hoopla that I
It's
forgot.
been a
to bring it up.
crazy day. Let's
Hold
be
on,
honest.
hold on. Yes. Do I have one? So would that be in the Carla? If you're still watching in the live stream, send me a link to whatever pyramid we're giving away tonight. And we also have to find the winner of last week's contest. Was it I Am Brave last week? What did we do last week? No,
May Levy.
Oh yeah, May Levy is wonderful. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll bring that up in a second here, a little bit later on the show, and we'll see if we got 999 comments.
It says yes, you do, but I can't find the pyramid. Carla.
Well, Carla's there somewhere in the live chat here. So
okay, I see it. Okay.
Okay. So let me bring that up now. Does that make sense here? Copy.
I'm gonna send you in the chat.
Okay, hold on. Let me bring that up for you guys.
Okay.
That work? Atlas. Yes. Okay. So this is the Atlas for tonight's show. Of course, one of you lucky PayPal tip jar donators will win this one here tonight. So let me see if I can get this one to play as well.
Hey guys, this is Carla from Ascension Organize again, and today I have the second piece of the Divine Masculine series that I'm doing. The name is Atlas. It came to me in a dream. So it is made of malachite crystals with smoky quartz, aluminum metal, and the seed of life in silver. So malachite is a very interesting stone. It's great for protection and absorbing negative energies from the environment and the body. It brings masculine wisdom and helps to cleanse and align all the chakras, especially the heart chakra, because it connects to the unconditional love. Smoky quartz helps bring it all together because it's great for grounding. So I'll give it a quick turn so you can see it. And there's Atlas. I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you so much, Carla. I appreciate that. So we'll get to the contest here a little bit later in the show. We'll try to find that 999 commenter if we made it. Actually, I didn't check. I checked the day after, and the comments were doing pretty well, but I hadn't got there yet. So this is the book, A New Science of Heaven by Robert Temple. Just got it in the mail today. I'm really excited to get through this one. If you guys are looking for that too, just check it out on Amazon and you'll be able to find it. So Robert Temple, and if you want to know a little bit more about him, go check out the interview he just did with Jay Widener last week on Reality Check here on YouTube. Okay, Julie, do we want to do astrology? Which side do we want to start with first?
Yes, let's start with the main subject, which is Jupiter in Aries. So I'm gonna try to let's say set it up for you guys to have the maximum benefits of this transit, because Jupiter is like the great benefactor in astrology. So it's a really good energy to manifest abundance. So abundance, of course, in all ways. So it could be whatever abundance means for you, basically. So that could be an abundance of love, of joy, of knowledge, of money, of course, of good relationships. So you get my drift here. It's a lot of good things that are represented with this Jupiter. So yeah. So first we had this transit for a little while before Jupiter went retrograde. So we had it from May to October of this year, 2022. And it went back into the sign of Pisces for a couple months. And then on December 20th, so next week, until mid-May of next year, it's moving back into Aries for 5 months. So Jupiter always brings expansion to an energy or an archetype for when it transits the sign. So what is Aries? Aries is starting new projects. So, and here I wrote this slide for the last transit, so never mind the Mercury turn direct. But starting new projects is really emphasized whenever Jupiter transits Aries, because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So it's creating anything. It's materializing any idea, manifesting, starting new things, and also doing things in a different way. It could be also Aries. So Aries is the pioneer of the zodiac. So whenever, if you have a lot of Aries in your chart, by the way, if you're an Aries sun, moon, rising, or if you have a couple planets in this sign, then it means that in some aspect of your life, you're being called to being a pioneer and to start new things. So let's say you, JC, you have your sun in Aries. So you know that sign pretty well.
Yep.
So JC always starts new projects. So that's a great quality of his. Sometimes I'm like, but I still love this energy about you. So we're all learning from you, JC, during this transit, because we're all being called to start new things and do things in a different way and being creators. So that's a big energy for that. So when right now we're having Jupiter at 29 degrees and 29 minutes. So 29, very interesting. And 29 is the last degree of a sign, so very funny. I think it's a really great space to think about what you want to create, because it's such a huge power that everybody, I feel like, has to take a step back and really think about, what are you going to do with this power of creating something new? What do you want to manifest in your life? Also, it's really good to feel more drive, more energy. Also, Aries is a sign of competition. Well, let's say a healthy competition. So not necessarily compete against other people, but let's say be the best version of yourself would be the high end of this competitive energy. So if you felt a bit down, a bit more sleepy, a bit less motivated while Jupiter was in Pisces, I think that's normal, but this transit will also bring a lot more energy to, I feel, all of us. So what are you going to do with all that energy, all that motivation? So that's a good thing to think about, I think. Where are you going to invest all this energy and this creation energy? Also, Aries is the sign of the physical body. So physical activity will be highly benefit for all of us. Also investing, because Jupiter, as I said, is the planet of abundance, but it's also how do you invest to have abundance, to receive abundance. So investing in your physical health will be very important for the next 5 months for all of us. And I feel like it's also going to be an important step of our spiritual ascension. So not to negate your physical vessel, to really invest time, energy, money, abundance, resources into your health and your physical body. On a more collective level, it could talk about military action, also diplomacy in general. And as I said, Jupiter is the planet of justice. And very interestingly enough, I looked at the last very short transit of Jupiter in Aries that we had this summer. So from May to October, we had Jupiter in Aries. And the court case with Ghislaine Maxwell ended during that transit. So she got her sentence on June 28th, so right in the middle of this Jupiter and Aries transit. Also, we had this court case of Roe versus...
Roe v. Wade. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was allowed to say that name, but here we go.
Sorry.
It got overturned on June 24th. So again, right in the middle of this transit. So I feel like a lot of things that have been suspended in the air regarding justice are going to be either resolved or moving in a very fast manner once Jupiter enters Aries on December 20th. Also, it could talk about hot and dry weather, maybe not where we are right now, but it's drier for sure because Aries is a fire sign. So anything that's connected to fire around the world, maybe places that are more susceptible of having forest fires or hot temperature, it's going to be even hotter with this transit. It could also talk about volcanoes being more active, and for sure in Hawaii, we've heard about recently one of the volcanoes being very active. Also, it could talk about the price of gold increasing because the sun, which represents gold in astrology, is exalted in the sign of Aries. So yeah, we could have news regarding gold. And of course, if we learn about gold, we're going to learn about silver also. So let's keep an eye on that. And generally speaking, I would say people are going to feel a lot more responsible for their own financial abundance, because Aries is where you need to be more self-reliant, more independent. So people are going to feel like they cannot rely on their government, their company, or anybody else to have their own wealth. So you're going to, let's say, maybe take more action into generating something, a revenue or an abundance in general, that's going to be independent from the system. So that's very interesting. I feel like we're going to see a lot more businesses, a lot more people being independent freelancers, becoming entrepreneur. So yes. What do you think, JC?
Well, I'm confused with the chart. The May to October, Jupiter in Aries, and then you said for the next 6 months, or theme for 6 months. Situate me here on
Yeah.
what you were really meaning with the astrology. I
So
kind of got lost in the weeds.
that's the slide I did for the last time that Jupiter was in Aries. So that was from May to October of this year. And
Gotcha.
then from December 20th, so in a week, until May of next year, we're going to have again Jupiter in Aries. So like 2 different transits.
Okay.
Same energy.
Okay, so that makes sense now. And so the price of gold increase there is interesting to me too, because although we haven't seen the price of gold at the COMEX and LBMA really increase, actually we've seen 8 months of almost downtrend, like or sideways movement. What we do know is that the price of gold relative to the purchasing power of our dollar has gone up exponentially. Yeah. And what we're about to find out, as we're finding out with the FTX scandal, Sam Bankman-Fried was just arrested yesterday. We're now hearing that perhaps Binance is also underwater, and that could lead to Tether. And as soon as we start talking about Tether, I just realized we're still on YouTube. So as soon as we realize that we're talking about a lot of these different Ponzi schemes coming to our reality, we'll see that they've actually printed a lot more money than we've been told. That's when we will actually know the new price of gold and silver. So I believe fervently that silver and gold have gone up, increasingly so this year. We just haven't been told yet by the criminal exchanges. But that is not long for this world, whether that's another month, 2 months, I don't know. I don't care. I'm in it for the long run, but I know where this is going. And I think this is where a lot of people here on the show are really struggling with this, because we know deep down things are happening, but yet in our mainstream news, we're not seeing that yet, right? Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that. When do we have that shift? And actually, we've already started seeing the shift here a couple of weeks ago when Elon Musk took over Twitter. We're starting for the first time to have real discourse, talking about real things. And that's just going to accelerate, not just from Elon Musk's point of view and releasing all of this data and reinstating the people who had been censored and canceled and all that, but also because it will force other mainstream media platforms to either get with the program of free speech or lose their customer base to the platforms that offers free speech. And so this is going to have a snowballing effect on our reality. And this is when I think we're going to really know the prices of the things that we really care about, and really understand that the things that we were told had value, like the US dollar, bonds, and all of these fake derivatives, are going to basically implode to nothingness. Where do you see that transition, Julie, in terms of the mainstream media starting to reflect reality here?
Okay. Yeah, interesting. 2 different things. I think I'm thinking about when you just spoke about all those things coming up in the ether. So first, I see, well, you talked about Twitter and Musk and everything that's going on there. So for me, that's Mars retrograde in Gemini, and it's going to turn direct in January and leaving the sign of Gemini, which is social media and social justice, because Mars is a planet also of justice. So when it leaves the sign of Gemini, it's in March. And very interestingly, in March, we also have a very, very important transit in astrology, which is Pluto leaving Capricorn to enter Aquarius. And Pluto's a very slow-moving planet, so it stays in one sign for about 20-something years. So Pluto at the very last degrees of Capricorn and leaving the sign in March is the end of the old system. So Capricorn rules governments, it rules top-down structures, it rules central banks. So there's a lot of those structures that are falling right now. We all know it, but it's not as visible, I feel like it should be. And March for me marks a big turning point in humanity where those structures are going to prove themselves as being inefficient, and they're going to collapse very publicly, I feel.
Well, they are now. Like, for example, CNN, I don't know how many layoffs again here in December. The Washington Post, the same thing. Somebody's saying here, hey, CBC and the CTV have gone woke. When will they go broke? Someone argued they're already broke. They live on the government subsidies. And so Trudeau keeps pumping them money. But I just saw a CTV News article earlier this morning that's it was Thomas Mulcair, who said, get ready. We're probably going to have another election here in early 2023. He's alluding to the fact that the NDP seems to be buckling in the support of this coalition government here in Canada. And we know where Pierre Poilievre stands on the CBC funding. So imagine if they remove the government teat, so to speak, here to our mainstream news in Canada, to answer Brightcat News, we might see them go broke really, really fast. So that'll be interesting to see also. Speaking of, okay, see, I got to bring this up. Did I tweet this earlier before the show? Okay, this is not The Onion. This is CTV News earlier today. Things, hesitancy associated with increased risk of a traffic crashes in Ontario. Okay, so they're saying
I had to read that like 3 times when you sent it to me, because I was like, am I retarded, or can I just not understand what they're trying to say?
The word retarded here. It's not politically correct.
I'm French, I'm sorry.
But you guys understand. Me too. I thought, okay, they're fucking with us in good French. But no, I read this thing too, and I'm like, what the hell? So basically, they're equating, this study's been done, that people who are hesitant, in their view, quote unquote, to recognize public threats are probably more likely to refuse or to neglect public safety rules, including in driving. So those people might be more. I'm like, oh my God. So first of all, I said, okay, this is absolutely it's bullshit. It's crap. It's probably paid by the FTX guys for sure, whoever wrote this study. But then I thought about it. Oh my God, this is a trial balloon. They want to get public opinion on this to eventually remove privileges, driving privileges, from those people who are hesitant or refusing. Imagine that. So between that, the social credit scores being implemented in Australia earlier this week, the CBDCs here being implemented in Canada as well, we're going fast down that totalitarian toe step, as David Icke calls. So we do need a change there, and we are the change, all of us. And so we need to continue having these conversations. Lol, you guys crack me up. Okay, me too. I had trouble going through that segment because it's funny, but it's not funny. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me. Okay.
And can I add something to what we were just saying? Because you were asking for a date or something. And it just reminded me of this last episode we did with Jay Widener, the Nostradamus series, where we found out that actually Nostradamus talked about the starting point of this whole financial crash that is upon us. And he very clearly stated that, well, that's the way we decoded it anyways, but an American president would be caught doing something sexually unethical, and that would start the whole crash of the economy. So with this, I'm making astrology connections when I read that, because Pluto is related to, let's say, sexual secrets, also political secrets, let's say secret sort of powers, and Capricorn has to do with elites, people in power, well, presidents. So when it leaves the sign, I feel like it's all going to crumble down. The lie is going to be very much exposed, because people that are watching this right now, I feel like they already know, but let's not forget there's a lot of people that are going to be very shook when they learn about all this stuff.
Wow. Check this one out. JC, in Australia, all government websites are blocked unless you have your credentials. We'll just put it that way. So yeah, they're talking about forcing people to comply to input 100 data points. I had it yesterday. Forced to submit 100 points of ID in order to participate in online and social media. So they're positioning it as for our own protection. They want to prevent like online bullying, but we know that's not the case. Just as with this CTV article here about the refuseniks losing driving privileges, if you look at Cliff Eye's WebBot data reports, it's absolutely the contrary. It's the people who took some different products who might not have the mental clarity anymore who are having all of these accidents. So of course,
but it's for your safety, JC.
Yes, of course. So black is white, up is down, and war is peace. Yes. Okay. We understand. We understand. Okay, there's a couple of star comments I need to go to. Robert Temple book. Yes, I need to buy it. Thank you, Stardust. That was the book I was showing earlier, The Science of the New Heaven. And hopefully I'll get him on the show here to talk about it very shortly. Ben says, wow, that pyramid really speaks to me. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. We really appreciate her hard work, JC. Merci beaucoup. Connie says, you're the best. Thank you so much. Britt. Julie is a very good astrologer. Yes, absolutely. I agree. That's why she's on the show. Speaking about that, we have some news here coming up also, so we'll get to that in a second. Hi, JC. Will your silver bar order form be posted? Oh, I just got news yesterday, Julie, or the day before, that our template for the new Sending Raven bars, I think, is complete or is on the verge of being complete. So what did it what was the update again?
It's not complete, but we're in the process.
Okay, so the design itself is good. They just need to create the new die, and then yeah. So that tells me in a couple of weeks I'll have the booking form. Maybe just before Christmas, if I'm like, oh, that's already next week, man. It's going so fast. Probably in the new year, Brian, to answer your question, we'll put out the booking form for that. We just need to make sure that we know where the production is. I don't want to have the booking forms and it'd be too long before the production actually comes out the door. So I'll need to have because it's not just a question of making the mold for this bar. It's whatever contract they already have going through the machine now. So when's the next available time slot for them to put our mold in and start printing the bars? So I don't have that information yet, Brian. So I'll try to get that. I'll get Andy maybe later on this week or next week on the show, and I'll ask him, and I'll let you guys know. Okay. Speaking of what you were saying, the president, this is still in the air. Okay. Mm-hmm. There's still some predictions here that might be very devastating. We're hearing that 51 or so intel agency officers are being subpoenaed right now to discuss why they crushed this story and why they believe it was Russian collusion. So we're slowly but surely here, we're getting to the point here. So I think that makes sense in what you were just saying now with the Nostradamus prophecies, because it doesn't touch just this guy. It also touches the big guy, the guy who has the big guy license plate. You guys know who we mean. Yep. So yeah, lots going on there. Julie, do we want to go to the second chart, December 20th?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so I think I spoke about the major points, but I'm just going to make sure we covered everything for the Jupiter transits because it's such an important transit. I'm not going to stress it enough. It's a very, very good manifestation energy for all of us. And that's what the bad people do. They take the energy of those transits and they take it to manifest, let's say, bad stuff for the people. So let's try to use the same energies and manifest what we want for our collective future, for the higher energy. So justice in court cases moving forward rapidly on the world stage because it's on the world axis. So I feel like this Hunter Biden thing is going to have a lot of press, and maybe there's going to be formal accusations and, let's say, court cases, lawsuits coming forward. Justice will tend to favor more the bold, the courageous, the entrepreneurs, independent people. So people that are more self-reliant. Also, justice with military forces. So maybe some sort of martial law in some places could be installed while Jupiter is in Aries, expanding armed force also. As I said, getting out of illusions, facing reality, because we're moving from Pisces to Aries. We talked about gold. And yeah, personally, starting new projects to expand and create abundance, launching a business. If you've been thinking about it, this is going to be the great, well, I'd say the best transit until May to do that. And also, interestingly enough, Jupiter is the planet of help, mentors, guides. So let's say if you need some help personally or professionally, or just with your spiritual guidance, with your guides, it's a really, really good transit to ask for help and get the help you need in return. So asking for help, we often forget about it, I feel. Like, personally, I very much often forget about asking for help, whether it be to people, to my spirit guides. But we're all being reminded in that transit that that could really help us move forward and also take more actions and be more motivated.
Okay, really cool. I'm struck by a comment here. It would be funny if we did a 1 ounce silver coin with BeyondMystic logo on one side and JC's face on the other side. Nope, not gonna happen.
Interesting. That would be a very lucky coin.
Funny. Yeah. Funny. Alma, JC, your brain is running, what, 1 million miles per hour? Yes, absolutely, all the time. Yeah. And Britt says, yeah, what a brain JC has. Fantastic. Yeah. Some people think I'm crazy, just so you know. So, don't listen to anything I say. Of course. Oh, man, crazy times. Okay, somebody was asking also, let me bring this back up. Who was it? Alexa, Laura, is anyone else having trouble entering a message in the tip jar? Laura, I see them coming in, so it appears to be working on our side. So maybe it's a browser issue. Sometimes you have a weird browser bug. You need to reboot the browser, update the browser, and it won't let you enter all the fields properly. I hope you guys don't have any problems with this right now, but it seems to be coming up. Let's do the first question. Julie, I know we have some more astrology, but let's just get this one in here. James is asking, Julie, will my XRP make my finances better next year?
Okay.
Some oracles on that. Let's see.
James
Bond. I don't know who they're gonna choose for the new James Bond. I was excited about that, and of course, I saw that they're making another Indiana Jones movie with Harrison Ford. I'm really excited about that when I was looking at the trailer yesterday, and I was like, wow.
Nice.
I sent it to my brother and I said, bro, it's a date, man, we got to go see this next year. He says, yeah, for sure. All right, James, his XRP, okay. Is it going to make him, what was it? Let me read that again just to make sure we got it right. Will my XRP make my finances better next year?
So I got a big yes for you, James. So first card I pulled is the Ace of Pentacles. So as Janine would say, it's a big yes. And also a pentacle, which relates to money and abundance. And the second card I have is, I'm so bad at having cards on the screen. Okay. The second one I have is the Temperance, which is very much a balancing type of energy, and also can be an abundance type of energy because the water represents abundance in the cards also. So we got 2 cups. So it's like a more, it comes balancing, let's say, with your other assets or investments. So a big yes for James.
I'm sure a lot of people will be interested in that one also. Okay, Lakeside Laura, she said she sent it. Okay, so I'll refresh, but let's just do, let's pick this one here before I lose it from the screen. It's on the PayPal tip jar. So Aries Sun, Moon, and Leo Rising, if you want to spin the wheel there for that. And she's asking how I will be creating abundance. Okay, Aries, wondering how I will be creating abundance.
Wow.
Do you want me to bring that up on the screen?
Yes, let's do this.
All right.
Wow. Okay. So it's for Laura, right?
Yep. Looks like Laura. Yep.
So Sun and Moon in Aries, that means that you have already a lot of Aries energy, this pioneer, this being courageous, bold. You have that already within you. So Jupiter is coming to emphasize this archetype of yours in your 9th house. So 9th house is pretty much the most protected house of the zodiac. It's the house that naturally rules, well, Jupiter naturally rules the ninth house. So Jupiter is going to enter your ninth house for the next 5 months. So that's going to be amazing for international travel for you. Also, all sorts of knowledge. So learning even more about spirituality, and it could be about pretty much anything because Jupiter is relating to higher learning. So let's say mastering one subject in particular. Spirituality in general is also the ninth house. So it's going to expand your awareness about a lot of stuff, and it's going to help raise your vibration a lot. So the next 5 months are going to open up even more your horizons and make you more abundant, which is also the ninth house, and more happy. So you're going to have a lot more optimistic optimism in your life with what's to come. And interestingly enough, that means you have a lot of fire in your chart. So also it's a creative energy. So you're going to be able to create new things with this whole new perspective on life that you're going to have. Very positive.
Wow, really cool. Okay, let me see if I can go back to some of the comments here, and then we have one more slide, I believe. Yes, okay. What was this? JC is the Professor X of BeyondMystic. Yeah, but I'd need to be bald for that, no? Professor Xavier? Is he talking about the
It still looks good. It's fine.
I don't want to be
It's a
bald.
compliment.
Speaking of my hair, Libby says, Jean-Claude, I meant to mention how fabulous your hair looks. The lines of your profile. Nice. So I guess I do have to put my face on a BeyondMystic coin.
Maybe.
Or just a hair silhouette. I should do the Trump swoosh.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
JC is a crazy intellectual, fun-loving genius. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That about sums it up. That's good. Okay, I'll stick with that one. Okay, next and final slide before we get into all of the other questions. Let me bring this one up here. Julie, go ahead.
But we're going to talk about this more in details next week because this is going to be the solstice on January 21st. And did I say December or January? I meant December. So December 20th is going to be Jupiter moving in Aries. December 21st is going to be the solstice. So in the northern hemisphere during the solstice, we have the shortest days of the year. So a lot of people view the solstice as the big rebirth of the energies in general, the big rebirth of the light, because as of December 21st moving onwards, the days are going to get longer and longer every day. So it's the big rebirth of this light. So right now, also with the Jupiter at 29 degrees of Pisces, we're in the dark. We're in this space, this void of creation before the lights shines. So solstice is a very, very important date. Also, the sun is going to, at the same time, move into the sign of Capricorn. So it's going to be Capricorn season for a month. And Capricorn is also on the world stage, interestingly enough. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of stuff happening on the world stage, events, news. So that's going to be for next week mostly, but I just wanted to touch a little bit briefly on this because I feel like a lot of important things are going to happen. And solstice is also a very good time for manifestation. And it almost coincides exactly with Jupiter moving into Aries. So I feel like this week is a good week to really think about what you want this next 12-year cycle to look like, because Jupiter around the zodiac takes 12 years. So this week is a really good week to think about what you want to manifest. And then next week, maybe have a little ritual. Let's say, write what you want to manifest, a vision board, anything you want to create to really put it into the tangible world. So yeah. And also there's going to be a new moon in Capricorn on December 23rd.
And on top of writing, it's always a good idea to put energy to your written spells. And I've done other videos in the past to explain what I mean by that, so I won't repeat it here because it keeps getting me in trouble. But yeah, think about it. The ancients used to do it. I have a book somewhere about that somewhere. Speaking of the solstice and the procession, let's see if I can bring this up here. Oh, no, shoot. Why is that working? Is that going to work? Oh, it's a different file. Okay, hold on. I'll come back to that. Julie, let me pick a question or two for you first, and I'll try to bring up this other poster idea I had here. Melissa, Sagittarius Sun and Rising. Okay, so if you want to spin that wheel. Hi, JC and Julie. Today was awful. Okay. I'm not sure I should read the rest of the question. Is there anything in the universe can tell me about what is coming? Thank you so much. Okay, so Melissa had a hard day here. Sagittarius Sun and Rising. What seems to be the future coming up for Melissa?
Well, I don't think you'll have much to wait in that awful energy, because Jupiter is almost entering your 5th house, and 5th house is the house of joy, of fun, of romance, of creation energy. 5th house is very joyful. So it's going to transit your 5th house for 5 months. So I'm guessing as of next week, you're going to feel a drastic change of energy in your life. And for all the Sagittarius rising people, same. Jupiter, entering your 5th house will expand a lot how you connect with joy and fun. So that's the house also of sexuality, of children, of creation, of owning your own business, owning your own projects. And I'm just going to pull cards to know what exactly is going to unfold for you.
While you do that, Barbara's saying, can we please talk XRP? We already did. Just go back 5 minutes. It tells you everything you need to know. Okay,
the big Ace of Pentacles, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I have 2 very spiritual cards for you, Melissa. So I'm just going to hide this. Here we go. Thank you. So I have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. So both of them are spiritual guides. So I feel like you're being called to create something to be more of a guide for other people. So 5th house, it could be also for children. But 5th house means you're going to have to use this joyful energy, this light that you have to share to the world, to help raise the vibration of the people. So you're becoming a mentor, a teacher, or a guide for other people in the next months. So that's a big task.
Wow. Okay. Really good. I'm going to try to queue up last week's show so we can see if there's a winner of the 999th comments. Let's see. 6 days ago, 19,000 views. Oh, wait. You guys can see this. Let me bring it up at the screen. Okay. I'll remove this. All right. So that was the show. And let me see. 602 comments, Julie. We didn't make the 900. What do we do?
Just go randomly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure?
What are you thinking?
I mean, the deal was 999. So if we don't hit the 999, like, do I still give a pyramid away? Like, what do you guys think in the live chat? Should I should I meet my end of the bargain even though you guys didn't meet yours? I can't wait to see what the answers are going to be in the live stream. Oh my god. Hey, Melissa Long says, thank you, JC. Looking forward to next week. And thank you, Julie, for the reading for Melissa there. I just saw her comment go by. So what are people saying? Wait for 999. Okay. Somebody says cut it by half. Okay. 333. Carol. Okay, maybe. Oh, just do it, JC. Okay. Just do it. Okay, let's just do it. So we'll do the same as last time. Instead of counting, I'll just kind of scroll down and Julie Do you want to give me some scroll down music, and then when the music stops, we'll see who the winner is?
Music, I'm not sure, but I can say stuff for sure.
Okay. Don't be a Scrooge, JC. I already said I was gonna do it. Okay, but come on, next time if I do a contest, come on, help me out. Okay. Okay. So back on the screen, I'm at the top of the video. Okay, so I'll start scrolling and let me know, Julie.
Okay. Okay, stop.
Nikki R. May Livy is awesome. Loving my birth chart. Thank you so much.
Aww.
Okay, so yes, and love, and reply. You're the winner. Okay. The winner.
Nice.
Please email me on BeyondMystic website. Perfect. Okay, you are the winner. Okay, so there you go, guys. I'm doing that live. Oh, can I send? Send. Vicky R, you're the winner. Congratulations. Okay.
By the way, happy birthday. I think it's Melissa. We just did the reading.
Yes.
So if she's a Sagittarius sun, it means it's her birthday, or it was. So happy birthday.
Denise Baker says, don't enable us. Okay. Okay. I just love giving shit away anyways. It's Christmas, and I'm really happy, and I really appreciate all of you supporting the show as always. So I'm really happy with all of you. So thank you so much, everyone. That was
Can you believe it's next week? Christmas is next week.
Yeah, I know. It's going by so fast, and I'm realizing, oh my God, I still had all of these shows to do before I go on vacation and spend time with the family. I'm like, well, speaking about that, Janine and I will be posting probably on the Thursday show. We'll explain what our schedule is going to look like here for the holidays. She's also taking time off. I'll be taking time off. Julie as well here. So we'll try to, I think we're pre-recording some investigation shows to go on the Insider Access Pass and pay-per-view for you guys. And then I think what Janine and I are saying is that we'll make ourselves available if shit is really, really crazy and we need to come out and do videos. But we're going to try not to schedule hard dates and hard times here while we're trying to spend time with our family. So give us a day or two here yet to work out the schedule, and we'll share that with you guys. Julie, what does a North node mean in moon chicked mean? What does that mean? Do you know? Do you understand?
No, sorry.
And moon chicked mean? Gypsy Mama, put that back. I don't know what it means. Just say that in a different way. Litecoin Lisa, oh my God. We had a great episode last week. What was it called? The Crypto Roundtable with Litecoin Lisa, Jason 4, and Big Swear. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. And also go support Litecoin Lisa on her channel as well. Stella, can Julie pull cards on the world? Oh, yeah. Everybody's asking that, and we keep pulling on that, and we keep getting weird answers. If you guys saw George Webb's video on Twitter, I think it was today or maybe it was yesterday, he's suggesting that some of the people who are dropping might be from something that is being hidden from the fake documentary Died Suddenly. I'm paraphrasing what he's saying here, but what he's saying is that Died Suddenly perhaps is making you believe one thing when in fact it's something else that might be more dangerous. So go see George Webb's video on that. But in the meantime, Julie, let's pull cards. Are we going to have a big aha moment? So a lot of truthers are thinking that on these dates here, because a lot of eyeballs around the world are going to be looking at this, that we could have like a big aha moment or a big event or big something. What can you pull from the cards?
I get a yes. So a yes on a big moment. I also have two cards about children or young people. So we could be learning about maybe the effects of the thing in young people. And it's also like a secretive type of energy that's coming up too for the world. Is it the World Cup that we said?
Yeah.
So yes, big news. And it's like something will happen to bring awareness to what's happening about the children around that for some reason. So maybe children try also.
It would make sense because Cliff was picking up something starting as of today, not necessarily today. The Webbot data has plus or minus a couple of days accuracy with all the censorship, but a lot of truthers were looking at that too, and other psychics were picking up on this big emotional spike value coming up. So if it has anything to do with children, that would make sense that a lot of people would be emotionally perturbed, I guess, to say the least. Okay, Nadia in the PayPal tip jar, she's asking, will my mom be able to heal from her, let's just say, condition in this lifetime?
Okay.
I'll pull some cards on that for Nadia. Merci beaucoup, Nadia. Appreciate that.
I think so. I have two beautiful cards for your mom, Nadia. So I got the Empress and also the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 is an end of a cycle. It's also a wealth and health card.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking it's soon the end of this, let's say, illness cycle or unwell cycle. Empress is very healthy and wealthy. So yeah, I'm thinking there's going to be something very positive happening for your mom.
Wow, that's very good. RN says, Cliff's emotional spike Binance, question mark? Maybe, but if it was the 13, I would suggest maybe the arrest of Sam Bankman-Fried late last night and today what's coming out and perhaps some of the interference being played out. Like that could unravel really, really fast and a huge emotional spike. So maybe that, so far as what I can see. There's also some other stuff I posted on Twitter today. I saw somebody posting a couple of video snippets of a specific testimony, I'll say it that way. And I noticed that there were a lot of trolls at the beginning of the show tonight, so they might not have liked that I posted that back, even though I didn't put any commentary. I just thought a lot of people here would like to know what the hell's going on with that story. Without telling you what it is, you guys can go and check it out. But yeah, weird things happen already today, and they do have ramifications. But my money right now would probably be more on the ramifications of FTX, maybe Binance, maybe Tether, all of that being tied in here, and how that can have huge problems here in the next little while. Okay, I retweet most of your tweets, JC. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Julie, let's talk about, okay, so I brought, thank you, Julie. Nadia says, merci beaucoup, Nadia. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Nadia.
You were talking about in the last slide here, the precession and the solstice and how our alignment through space makes a big difference. And we're coming up on a very, very critical mirror period. Without divulging too much on that, can I show the draft poster, what we're working on? Nothing confirmed yet. Do you want to kind of talk about it? What do you say?
Sure.
Okay, so Julie kind of alluded to it here in our last video with Jay Widener. We talked about this crazy, amazing series on Netflix. It's the new Graham Hancock series. And we asked Jay if he would be willing to come on with Graham for a show. And Jay said yes. And so we'd love to have Graham Hancock here on the show. And we were having a couple of ideas on how we would develop that segment with him. And one of the contexts we wanted to bring to Graham's research, and for you, the audience, to put all of this in perspective, was the precession and how we're entering an age now that mirrors the transition we did in the last 12,000 years. So let me bring up the draft poster, nothing confirmed yet, of where we're going with this. But Julie, talk about the significance of this era now in correlation with a lot of the amazing research that Graham is also doing on his side.
Well, okay, so I'm guessing a lot of people have watched Ancient Apocalypse in the chat. I think you spoke, JC, about it last week or during this show. Anyway, so it's a great new show on, well, maybe not new, but I'm new to it, on Netflix with Graham Hancock. So he's an archaeologist and a historian and also an author, a book author. And he's been very much criticized by the, can we say, the college, the Academy of Scientists. So he's been very much criticized because he's
academia, yeah.
Academia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
good.
he's putting everything into question with his research and how he studies sacred sites and also the dating of those sites. And most of those sites have an alignment to either the solstice or the equinox or some very important point that's in astronomy and astrology. So that's what he's trying to bring to our awareness. And with his research, it also puts everything into question about the real dating of those sites and the real dating of humanity as a whole. So I feel like astronomy and astrology has a lot to correlate with his research, because he dates a lot of those sites back to 12,000 years ago, which is when we were at the opposing end of the cycle of the precession axis. So we're just about to enter the age of Aquarius, or entering right now the age of Aquarius. And 12,000 years ago, we were exiting the age of Virgo to enter the age of Leo. So we were at the very opposite. So we got a lot of lessons to learn from the opposite end of the cycle, because we're about to make those same mistakes all over again. So we have to integrate those lessons right now of 12,000 years ago. And it's a very important number.
Right.
And I feel like there's a lot of keys for our spiritual ascension there.
I can't wait to share with both Graham and Jay all the research that Julie's doing here on that note. Some of the things I've put together too over the years, and of course bridging together the work of Jay Widener and Graham, and how all that spells to this period of time, including what Nostradamus was also talking about. So I think that would be a really fascinating show. I'm trying to make it so that it makes sense, and putting all these pieces together because it's going to be a big show with a lot
Let's manifest this.
Yes.
Jupiter in Aries.
Yes. And somebody would say, hey, Jay Widener's name is misspelled. Yeah, maybe. Again, it was just a draft. It's just a draft placeholder poster. We were kind of working with the concept, and of course, what we were really looking at was the amnesia part. So forgetting events, ideas, experiences. Because Graham is famous here for one of his lectures, "Species with Amnesia," and so we all have amnesia. And the apocalypse is not necessarily the end of the world, but in Greek it also means a big revealing. So revealing everything that we've forgotten, all of these experiences and past histories of humanity. So this is where I want to bring these two minds together in this amazing show. So hopefully you guys can help me manifest that. Julie and I will continue doing a lot of the research here before we actually send out the invitation with all of the details of how we want to structure the show, so that these two amazing gentlemen can see where we're going and hopefully accept our invitation here on Beyond Mystic. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, Julie, for the little snippet there. It gives an idea of where we're going with all of this. No pyramid, JC. I gave a pyramid. No, did I not? Yeah, we chose the winner already. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And of course, somebody in the PayPal chip jar tonight also will win the other one, the Atlas one, I believe it was, from Carla. So yeah, we're on there. Okay, Julie. Oh my God, we're already past the hour mark. What's coming up? Let me just bring up my YouTube channel here. Oh, something else too. So wait, okay. Go ahead. You go first.
No, I think we're thinking of the same thing. Go ahead.
No, you go first.
Well, did you want to talk about what we're launching on Thursday, or is that a secret?
Well, it's not a secret for the Insider Access Pass members, because as you know, if you're a Beyond Mystic Insider Access Pass, you guys typically have special coupon codes just for you. And you also have priority booking for crazy new stuff. So if you go and log into your Insider Access Pass here today, right now, if you're in the live chat, go check it out. On the top right corner there, you'll see a really cool special just for you guys, and also a priority booking for something that's coming up really, really soon. So that's my big thank you to all of you IAP members. Now, apart from that, what else can I say, Julie? I know that's a little bit cryptic. That's it?
Yep.
That's it. Okay, so I'm inviting all the Insider Access Pass members to go check your box there. And what I can do for you, the mainstream audience here for tonight, hold on, let me see if I can bring up, I guess, my Rumble channel, so you can stay tuned for that. So this Thursday at 4 p.m., this show here with Janine on December 15th at 4 p.m. Eastern, you won't want to miss that one. So again, I'm giving you a hint, you guys here tonight. Go check out this show on Thursday at 4 p.m. And YouTube will also have something special for you guys, as we are going to be launching something really incredible there as well. We're very, very excited about that. Julie, anything else?
Did
I do that justice?
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Okay.
Just a little bit of mystery, but some information too. I feel like it's a perfect balance.
Jean-Claude, the man of mystery. Alexa Laura, Insider Access Pass pays for itself. Oh, yes. Oh, for sure. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We put so much in there, and I keep giving discounts and stuff. And also, there is going to be an Insider Access Pass discount probably around Boxing Day. I'm working on a coupon code for you guys now too. You'll be able to use it if you've never bought it and you want to buy it. It'll be a really nice discount for you guys to try the product. And for those of you who are already members, you will also be able to take the Boxing Day special to renew or to add an extra 12 months to your yearly membership. So that's coming up in a couple of days here. Again, there's a lot of things happening here. I'm trying to get done before Christmas, but for sure, the IP coupons are coming out for you guys. Michael, awesome show again, JC. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I got my email this evening. Oh, Gypsy Mama, Insider Access Pass. Yes, I sent all of you guys an email reminder. So check your email. If not, just log in to the top of the page there on the IAP gallery, and you'll see what I'm talking about there. Okay. I love my Insider Access Pass. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. Julie, words of wisdom here. Like it's a weird period of time right now between the opportunities that are before us here on creating our own abundance, and also having to deal with some of these old structures that are collapsing around us here. How best do we navigate that? Let's pull a card or two on that before we go.
Okay. I got cycles of death and rebirth. Very funny, because I started the show talking about exactly that, as Jupiter is in the void right now, 29 degrees, 29 minutes of the very last degrees of Pisces, so the end of the zodiac, and just about to enter the first one, the first degree. So a whole new cycle is approaching for all of us. And it says at the bottom of the card, death of the old, rebirth of the new. So we're all preparing for this whole cycle. So I feel like the next week will be to maybe prepare for the next cycle, detox, cleanse, get rid of stuff that we don't need, letting go, emotionally speaking, psychologically speaking. So I feel like this is very much what's happening. And I'll get another one from this deck.
I'm seeing everybody who saw the email, and I made I made a mistake. I can't see the offer. Top right. No, it's the top left corner. If you're logged into your Insider Access Pass gallery, top left corner. Yeah. Okay. Garden. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay.
Okay. Look at that. And then we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So, and the two together are very much the same. I feel like we're very much crossing this threshold, entering a new cycle. So, yeah, a lot of letting go, but also spiritually, I feel like it's going to be very easier to connect if you're willing to do it. So, let's say, I feel like I have to say to nurture this space of creation before the creation is manifested in the real world. So really nurture this space of not knowing exactly what's going to come in the next days, weeks, but be okay with it. Just be aware and conscious and sit with this space of unknowing, because it's also the infinite possibilities that are in this space. And
maybe drink less coffee.
Oh yeah.
I'm on day 4, not 1 cup of coffee.
Wow.
Like everybody, I know. I can't take any drop of caffeine right now. Like my nerve system is already frayed. So I'm feeling outside in the energy what's happening. And I'm already, I guess, on a live wire. So I decided 4 days ago, cold turkey, no coffee. And for me, that's hard because I'm a coffeeaholic and I love coffee with chocolates and with desserts and all that stuff. I don't miss it. I don't feel tired, as you can see. We're very excited. I'm having fun. I miss the taste of it. I miss the warm thing in the morning. So I don't know. So now I'm taking smoothies and shakes to replace them in more water for now, at least. So maybe.
Wow, look at you on a good tangent, on a good healthy tangent, this Aries. I love it.
When we decide to do something, we just do it, Okay.
That's true.
Very good. Excellent show as always. Thank you so much, Diane. Alice, vous êtes extraordinaire. Merci beaucoup. Wow, j'apprécie.
Thanks, everybody.
J'apprécie les commentaires en français. Got chills, Julie and Jean-Claude. Okay, merci. Anybody else there? Stopping coffee. Kudos, Barb. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Herbal teas. Yeah, I guess that could work too. I've been doing decaf. Yeah, much better for sure. Me too. Frayed nerves. Yeah. So okay, I'm not the only one here. Okay.
Well, I've been doing yoga. I've been starting yoga again. So I'm also putting this investment into my physical body. I'm trying to have a more regular practice. So I feel like this Jupiter in Aries is motivating me.
Yeah, now's the time. Me too. I'm just like, nah. We need to do the things for ourselves. It's really important. The self-care part, Janine was talking about that last week. Oh, speaking of that, shoot, we almost forgot. Before we go, this one here. So Janine, Julie, and myself are going to be recording this.
Right.
We're doing this tomorrow now or Thursday?
Tomorrow.
Okay. So yes, after the show, we did. Was it last week or? I think it's last week. Janine was talking about 2 or 3 practices here to protect yourself from psychic attacks, from some of the different strategies that are being used against us. And we got a ton of emails. Hey, can you guys do a workshop on psychic protection? So I think every one of us are really, really going to appreciate this. Like we all know, we all have our 2 or 3 go-to methods that we use. But we've put so much in here, Julie, Janine, and myself in this particular workshop. You guys are going to be absolutely amazed. This is going to be something that you can, review time and time again and add to your toolkit here. Really, really cool. So tomorrow we're recording it. It might take a few days before we actually launch the product by the time we do all the editing and stuff. But I just wanted to let you know, you can stop sending emails. Yes, we're going to do a workshop on this as promised, and it's coming up very, very soon. Ocean Odell says the Insider Access Pass is a wonderful investment and gift. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, a good gift for Christmas. That's a good idea.
And we're going to start making more investigations with Janine more regularly again. So
we're excited for that. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of changes here for January. Julie and I are hiring some help because we need help. We're so busy with everything, with the emails and everything. So we're going to try to get more into the production and creation mode and get some other people to do the back end stuff. So that's what she's alluding to. And of course, in the meantime, if you guys want to support the amazing Julie here, you can do so at MaisonJupiter.com. There you can find the personalized birth charts and 10% off coupon code right now, BeyondMystic. As always, you can also book with Sophie. And thank you for all the well wishes. We hope that Sophie will be feeling much better very, very soon. Guys, I'm Jean-Claude BeyondMystic, and this is this evening's Divine Feminine Oracle show for you. We hope you liked it, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Au revoir.
Au revoir. Bye, everybody.